Aldi, Rena, Bimo, and Sari stepped onto the old train, laughter and chatter filling the air as they found their seats. The carriage smelled faintly of aged wood and polished metal. This was supposed to be a simple journey through the countryside, but something about the train felt different, ancient yet oddly inviting. As the train started moving, Rena noticed a faint outline behind one of the older seats. Curiosity sparked immediately. "Look at that," she whispered, pointing at a small gap under the bench. Bimo leaned over, eyes wide. Could it be a hidden compartment? The four friends exchanged excited glances. This wasn't in any travel guide. They waited until the other passengers were occupied, then carefully pried open the small door. Inside, they discovered a collection of dusty letters, a small box wrapped in cloth, and an old map. Heartbeats quickened. What could these artifacts mean, and who had left them here? Night fell outside the window, the rhythmic clatter of the train on the tracks echoing through the carriage. Their adventure had begun, yet none of them realized how dangerous and thrilling the journey would become. Every shadow seemed alive, every sound magnified. For the first time, the train was no longer just a mode of travel. It was a moving world full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. By mid-journey, the friends were huddled around the hidden box. Inside were strange symbols carved into small pieces of wood, letters written in a flowing script they could barely read, and a folded map depicting parts of the train, but with odd corridors and secret rooms not visible to the casual passenger. Aldi's hands trembled slightly as he traced one of the symbols. This doesn't make sense. Why would someone leave this here?
Sari peered closer at the map.
It's like a guide to something hidden on this train, she said, excitement and unease mixing in her voice. Their curiosity quickly outweighed their caution. They decided to explore, moving quietly through the empty carriage sections. The train seemed normal at first, but soon, creaking doors, faint whispers, and flickering lights suggested they were not alone. Every step felt like entering another layer of the train, a hidden labyrinth. The friends relied on each other, their bond strengthening even as fear whispered at the edges of their minds. The deeper they ventured, the stranger the train became. Certain corridors seemed to stretch endlessly, doors led to identical rooms, and occasional glimpses of shadows moving on their own unsettled them. Faint sounds, like footsteps following theirs, kept them alert and tense. Rena found a set of letters describing a hidden treasure and a mysterious traveler who had vanished decades ago. The friends pieced together that the compartment was part of a puzzle designed to test whoever found it. "We have to follow the map," Bimo urged. "It's the only way to understand this." Every discovery was both thrilling and terrifying. They crawled under seats, squeezed through narrow passages, and solved small riddles carved into wooden panels. The train, a seemingly ordinary vehicle, had transformed into a moving labyrinth, alive with history and secrets that demanded courage and wits. Suddenly, the atmosphere changed. The shadows became bolder, flickering in the corners of their vision. A chilling whisper echoed through the carriage, sending shivers down their spines. "Did you hear that?" Aldi whispered, gripping Sari's arm. The friends realized someone or something was aware of their intrusion. Adrenaline surged as they raced to stay ahead of the unseen presence. The map led them to a narrow hidden staircase descending beneath the main carriage. Every step was tense. Every creak of wood felt like a warning. They had to rely on each other, whispering instructions and holding hands in the dark. Fear mixed with exhilaration as they realized the hidden compartment was only the beginning. At last, they reached a small chamber, dimly lit by a crack of sunlight streaming through a tiny window. Inside lay a chest containing ancient letters, coins, and a journal chronicling the journey of a traveler who had vanished long ago. Relief, awe, and triumph shone on their faces. They realized the journey had not only been about finding the hidden treasure, it was about trust, courage, and the bond between friends. The train's secrets had tested them, pushing them to their limits, but also revealing their strengths. As the carriage rolled onward toward the next station, they stood together, holding the journal and looking back at the hidden passage. The hidden compartment had delivered more than mystery. It had given them a story they would carry forever, an adventure etched in memory, and a reminder that curiosity and bravery can turn an ordinary journey into something extraordinary.